It's kind TV Sports, very, very fast. Won't be wasting any of your time. I will be very fast with the transfer rumor news gist on who they are buying, who they are selling, who they are taking on loan, and whoever is going out on a free transfer. Very fast. I'm not going to be wasting your time on any of them by doing different free analysis. I'll just go straight to the point as we'll move. Everton has tabled a bid for Fofen of Bayer Leverkusen. They want a striker, so they've tabled bid for this guy, waiting for Bayer Leverkusen to give a specific reply or audience to them. Straight, Chelsea also are interested in signing Karim Koulibaly from Werder Bremen and could face competition from Manchester United. Werder Bremen value this guy for around 40 to 43 million pounds, which is also around that 50 to 45 million euros. So expect this one soon. Maybe Manchester United might, hang on this and hijack this one. But Chelsea are the real ones showing interest on this guy. Simon Adenigra of Sunderland is being wanted by various clubs, including Ipswich, that just gained promotion to Premier League. RB Leipzig, AS Roma, all these people are gunning for Solomon Adenigra. So watch this one and let's see how it unfolds in the nearest future. Yes, Newcastle are closing in on, in fact, they are not just closing in, it's here we go on Ajax teenage midfielder whose name is Steur. So expect this one very soon. Here we go. When it comes, as I'm talking to you, the guy is on his way to London for his medical. As I'm talking to you, this guy is in London for his medical. It's already a here we go. Around 23 million pounds from Ajax. Newcastle just sell this deal because they are having fear of losing Johan Mazambi, which I believe they will still sign him. Though Mazambi just had little setback with injury, but I believe he will. It's something that he will bounce back and continue. Tottenham are on a bid to hijack Arsenal deal for Junior Kroenke. Yes, Arsenal and Tottenham are on a bid to hijack that deal. Remember last season it was Arsenal that was busy hijacking Tottenham bid of Ebere Chieze and which other player they hijacked. Now is Tottenham turn to hijack Arsenal bid for Junior Kroenke. This could come as a surprise very soon this way on foot. Arsenal are planning. Tottenham are planning to give Dusan Vlahovic, who is a free agent, contract. Yes, Dusan Vlahovic of Juventus has now been released by Juventus and is now a free agent. And Tottenham are planning to sign him, on a long-time deal, which is to give him that escape route of becoming a free agent like that. So Tottenham will, sign him in a very short while. So expect to hear this here we go anytime soon. And Rafael is ready to say yes to no any other body than Tottenham. Remember, I said something in my previous video that I don't think any club should even sign Rafael because that guy is unserious. But Tottenham are, putting interest on signing him. Tottenham really want a winger. That is why they are going for Savio and the rest of them. But I think it's not working for them, and that is why they want to push their tentacle towards signing Rafael Leao from AC Milan. And AC Milan value him around 40 to 45 million pounds. So let's see how this unfolds. Remember, Tottenham are the new Pablo in terms of transfer market. I won't lie you, they are doing everything doable. Arsenal are set to make a new bid for Bruno Gomares. So Arsenal are really interested in this guy. They really want to sign Bruno Gomares. So they are preparing heavily for a new bid for Bruno Gomares. So let's see how this unfolds. If Newcastle are going to agree to the bid, let's see how it unfolds, because Arteta is trying to equip his team against next season. Even though he won the league last season, he wants to, improve the team and also retain the league. I think that's what he's trying to. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, all of them are running, pursuing. Anything you want to call it after the signature of Xavier Parker, Man City team. This guy is still under Man City Academy. I think the guy wants a professional contract and Man City are not turning up well. And then it has drawn the interest of Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man U, all of them are scrambling for his signature. So let's see how this one unfolds. The guy is around 16 years, going to 17 years, and he's a very good attacking midfielder. So let's see how this one unfolds. Xavier Parker, let this one sink into your brain. The name Xavier Parker. You see this coming to limelight very soon. Alehandro Garnacho could be on his way to AS Roma. Remember, Chelsea have made up their mind that Alehandro Garnacho will be one of the players they will be selling this summer. And I think the only people that have been, picked interest or indicate interest is AS Roma. Remember, Chelsea said there is nothing like loan. if you want an Alehandro Garnacho, you should come and pay and get him. Nothing like loan. So expect this one any moment from now. It might not be AS Roma, it might be another club, but Chelsea are willing to sell this guy and not to loan him out. Remember, Chelsea just bought him last season and wants to sell him. They feel that he's becoming, or he's surplus to requirements. So this is that for that. United are seriously having Alex Scott on their mind. You know, remember Ugarte is injured. They wanted Matheus Fernandes. Tottenham hijacked that deal and collected Matheus Fernandes from there. Now they are left with one option, and that option is Alex Scott. And Bournemouth are not ready to sign to sell this guy. Bournemouth said he's not for sale. He is not for sale. It's not only Manchester United that are interested in this guy. Arsenal too are also interested in Alex Scott. Even Chelsea are peeping. Not that they've come out to really send it, but they are peeping in case if Bournemouth change their mind, they too will, you know, rush into it. So many clubs are really interested in Alex Scott. Chelsea have not turned their attention. If they sell Alehandro Garnacho successfully, they've turned their attention to Crysencio Summerville from West Ham as replacement from that wing. That is that left wing. They see him as a better replacement. And if you look at Summerville is one player that is very, very fast, very, very attentive, very, very clinical when it comes to goal, and very sharp for defenders to handle. So I believe Chelsea are really going to do a very powerful and beautiful business as it concerns Summerville if they get it. Though remember, it's not only Chelsea that is interested in this guy. Many other clubs are seriously contending for the signature of this guy, but nobody have really put in serious interest as it concerns Crysencio Summerville. There's something you need to know. Onana last night had injury against USA, and the injury is not just injury, but it is ACL. ACL. This could take him out of the full season, depending on his recuperation process. If he did not get healed on time, he might even be out of the full season. So I believe with this now, Aston Villa though are not planning to fill in anybody in that position prior to this time. But for what has happened now, they don't have option. I think Aston Villa will now have to start assessing someone to, you know, fill in that position as against next season. If not so, it will be a very big blow. Arsenal are interested in signing men's 04 midfielder Crysencio. Remember this guy that scored against Brazil during their round of 32 or so, that scored against Brazil, that took that ball from almost the center and beat both Gabriel and Magios. And Casemiro could not hold him, and he scored that one goal that they scored against Brazil. That is, he's playing for Japan. Sano, he is now being sought for by Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal still need another 6 that can interwoven with the Clarice, even though they have Zubimendi. I think the Zubimendi are falling out of the pecking order because of those mistakes he made last season. So Arsenal are now looking for another sharp, 4 or 6. Let me use the word 6 because 4 is no longer in vogue like in today's football. It is now 6. So they are seriously looking for another 6, and they've moved to Crysencio. Remember, they still have interest in Bruno Guimaraes. So anything can happen. I just want you to have your finger crossed, because they might even sign the 2 and sell and Zubimendi if it permits them. Want to go heavily with them come next season. Please do not forget to like, love, and share this video. Love you.